All right, we're going. So, did you have a good weekend?
Everyone's always trying to have a good weekend. What no one talks about did you have a bad weekend? You
I guess
know what I'm saying? Like
that's a good
sometimes
point.
weekends for most 9 to 5 workers are make it or break it. But no one talks about how sometimes they just break it.
Yeah, dude.
So did I have a good weekend? Yes. Actually, no. Do you know what? I went to my nephew's basketball game, right?
Uh-huh.
On Sunday. And game was fine. It was at 5 o'clock. They won. Great game. 6 o'clock. We get out the door. It's snowing. Nothing crazy, just sticking a little bit, but not that bad. So I'm like waiting in my car for 10 minutes. My family members left. There's a few other cars in the parking lot. Snow started to pick up a little bit. When I was trying to go out, some lady, there's only one way to get out of this parking lot, right?
Yeah.
She gets stuck right at the intersection on the ice. It just started snowing out of nowhere. Like crap. So then like five of us random guys try to help this lady out. It took like
Wait,
40
wait, was
minutes.
she like walking
No,
and
no, no,
she
no,
like couldn't walk?
no, no, no. She was in her car, but her car got stuck in the ice because it started snowing too
Oh.
much. So then by the time we finished, probably like 2 inches of snow had fallen.
Whoa.
And all of us got stuck in the parking lot because like the way out of the parking lot is up this little hill. None of us could get up. So we had to makeshift like a little track. We used my waders, shoved my waders underneath the tire, kind of went up
Yeah.
through like that. Um, Very dangerous. I'm now very thankful that snowplows exist because then I finally got out. It probably took us an hour and a half for me to get out. Finally got
Uh-huh.
out. I get onto the main road, 29, and now it's snowing. Nothing's been plowed. Probably 2 or 3 inches are down, which doesn't sound like a lot. I'm going downhill towards the light. I slam on my brakes. Brakes just don't work. Shift horizontally, just in the middle of the intersection at a red light. But like everyone was going slow. Thankfully, I like was able to actually move once I was in the intersection, like going really slowly, but I was sliding everywhere. And then I was about to get on like the parkway to go home. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. I cannot go on the parkway right now. Like I'll die. So then I pulled into a parking lot
Uh-huh.
and then, I waited for the plows to come. And once everything was plowed, it was fine. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked how much of like a 1 inch wet snow can do.
Yeah. It's
I'm
crazy.
thankfully parked in Costco, got the cheap Costco gas, got the Costco $1.99 hot dog and soda. So did I really lose out? Some would say yes, some would say no.
You took a little detour. You took a little fun detour.
Yeah, it took a little detour. Kind of worried there for a second, but it was fine.
How so they raise it's $1.99 now?
I
It's
could be like,
not
what was it normally?
it should be like $1.50. Maybe that's with
You know
tax.
what?
Maybe with tax. Maybe with the Span burger tax the fucking Costco hot dog because she hates us.
That- I think it actually was a dollar. It was the normal deal.
Okay.
I forgot what the deal was,
Yeah,
but
dude.
dude, no, like the quality of the Costco hot dog is unrivaled. Not only is it a good deal, it's actually good.
It's the diameter. It's like it's like an inch and a half in diameter. It's like an it's pretty thick hot dog, right?
A girthy hot dog, yeah.
Yeah, it's a girthy hot dog.
But it's more like a bratwurst almost, or like kibasi.
Oh.
Like it's not just like your Nathan's hot dog you get from the store.
But how do you have a Costco membership? Do you have it on your person?
My family does. So we have family little pass thing. And
Oh,
I so happened to have it because I was using different keys. And look where I am today.
wow, look
Also,
at
I was
you.
kind of thinking about this. Great business model of Costco. They just charge for groceries normally, but on top of that, they charge you a membership fee to shop there.
Yeah.
Like it's like you get a deal because it's a bulk sale. They can price it whatever they want. The membership is just to shop there. It's kind of a scam.
Yeah, dude, because then you feel pressured. You're like, "Oh, I'm paying however much for this Costco membership every year. I gotta get my use out of it. Oh, here's 60 rolls of toilet paper. Let me
Exactly.
let me get this," and then you're sucked in. Um, yeah, man.
I think we're
It's
on the same page.
interesting. It's interesting how like limiting something makes it more, I guess more people use it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, I will say, if you need to replace your tires on your car, if you have a Costco membership, big discount on the tires.
How
That's
much are
like
we talking? This is actually something.
let's say what, four tires new. Let's just say it's like $1,000. Does that sound right?
Four tires new. Ye
About
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thousand.
I say that's probably fair.
I feel like the Costco deal is like the UM for 700.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm say if you have the membership or you have access to a membership, it's 100% worth looking into.
I that's super cool.
That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
because tires, man, they're fucking they can get up there, man. Everything on the car. It's like if you go to the wrong mechanic, like we have two where I live. We have one like good mechanic, and we have mo one mechanic that is just gonna fuck you over. And they have very similar names, but they're
Uh-huh.
completely different places. And so I'd go in there, and I just see these poor souls, like, dude, they were gonna charge me $200 to 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 unfog my headlights.
What?
Like you know how you gotta rub the
Yeah,
Armor
yeah,
All
yeah.
or whatever on there. You
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the store, it's like not even it's like $12 for the little wipes.
Uh-huh.
It's like they wanted to charge like $200 to do it. I'm like, hell no, dude.
And I guess if you know
And
nothing about your car, like you have no idea what
yeah,
you need, they charge up.
dude, and every time I go in there, man, they always try to give me like a coming to Jesus talk about my car. It's they're like it's like I'm mistreating it, and they need to take it from me. That's how they treat me. That's how I feel. And then I go to the
Mhm.
other mechanic, and it's like, oh, you passed the inspection. Um, what are they? Flying colors with flying colors. So
I got my car inspected one time, and he was like, "I'm gonna pass your car for inspection, but there's all these things wrong that you need to get them fixed." The guy just didn't care.
yeah, dude,
Just kind of
that's good kind of
prop
mechanic.
property tax on a car, the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah,
Or is it? I don't know if it's separate from a property tax. Property tax makes no sense to me.
yeah, yeah. I
Like,
I just I own this, and then I have to pay the government money because I own this.
but you don't actually own it. It's like it's a myth. You can't
Yeah,
actually own it like a house. Like, they can just take it away if they wanted to.
it's ridiculous, man.
Like,
It's
I get
it,
income tax. I get it. Okay, I'll get it. I get honestly, that's like the only one. Like, you can take some income tax. Gotta get the country running. Property tax. What are we doing? I own a house. No, you don't. I own a car. No, you don't. It's such a scam.
and then they can completely come in and fucking like if they really want to, if you say something against the government that they really don't like, man, then they can come in, they could just take that shit because, we're just trending at this point. we're just trending towards more authoritarianism. It
Hmm.
just in general, I think like the libertarian is it's kind of dead. So it just depends like who do you want to be in charge? Who do you want to be the Lisan Al Gaib God King?
Exactly.
Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, if some people are dictators and some people are not, you know,
Who do you think would be the best dictator? Like Owen Wilson? Do you think if he was the dictator, he'd run the country well?
I think he'd be okay. Um, he'd certainly have be great with like the PR.
Mm,
Stephen A.
yeah.
Smith is might be running for president. How do you feel about that?
He is gonna have some crazy debate moments.
Dude, he I like he could be a fucking sleeper president, man. He could be pretty like he could be a pretty solid president.
Do you think anyone could out debate him
Dude,
in
I mean
anything?
he's out there, he's debating like Lightning McQueen Strip Weathers is better than Lightning McQueen, and it's like you can't combat that.
Like he's on his sixth piston cup.
Yeah, man. Like
He's unstoppable right now.
Strip Weathers, yeah, man. He's like he could out debate anyone on that stage. And I think he's just super charismatic. He's super funny. So I think if there's anyone, if the Dems are listening to the people at all, they would start getting behind Stephen A. Smith immediately.
What is Stephen A. Smith's like? What is he? Is he
He he's he's very supposedly he's very moderate.
moderate?
Like he's a very fiscal conservative.
What does moderate even mean?
That's a good question. Ask fucking Spanberger that question.
I don't
What does
even know.
moderate mean, Spanberger?
I don't even know what the parties are anymore.
Yeah, dude. It's that's I mean that's the question. That's where like the libertarian like, oh, you could do whatever you want just as long as you don't fuck with me. It's over. It's completely over.
If anyone's promising you like happiness, it's usually a scam.
Yeah, 100%. If you promise like, oh, we're gonna be it's gonna suck for a little while. I'm fine with that. Also,
Probably. Oh
here,
yeah, yeah,
so whole
yeah,
side note real quick, I just gotta lock my door just in case anyone like just comes in and ruins the podcast. And it's like,
yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing? What are you doing?
Yes.
But I remember when we were younger, it was okay to be like, oh, James K. Polk was my favorite president. You know, it was fine to say that because that's the guy he did for every 4 years. He did everything that he said he was going to accomplish, and he expanded like the U.S. by half.
Did he buy Alaska?
No. That was Seward, the second. I forget which president it was, but so he went over and he fucked with the British in Oregon territory.
Oh,
And so he just kept threatening him. He just kept fucking around with the British. And so eventually, like they were thinking about going to war, and then they were like, you know what, we'll just compromise. And so they got like Vancouver, and we got Washington and Oregon. And then he just
hmm.
immediately started fucking with the Mexicans and just like putting so many troops on the border that he was like he was trying to get them to shoot first, and eventually they did. And then he went in and conquered Mexico, and then he took like of like Texas and all that from them. But you can't say that now because there's like, oh, you can't say he's your favorite president because the slavery was happening during then. It's like, dude, come on, man. Come on. So I could only like presidents after JFK, except for FDR. I only have to like
Well, people
presidents
liked
after
FDR though,
JFK.
right?
People liked FDR. Yeah, they did.
People liked Reagan,
Well, he
right?
was after JFK.
Oh,
Yeah, or like Abraham Lincoln as well. It's like, oh, you can only like presidents after Abraham Lincoln. It's like
yeah, that's ridiculous.
ridiculous. Yeah. Do you see a video of I Show Speed? He was like, he was showing, someone was showing him, there's like, oh, is this a person or is this a president? And then they showed a picture of like Alec Baldwin. And he's like, that's a president. It's like,
He looks like it. Well, hasn't he played the president in many movies?
I think so. Yeah.
You
I
know,
think,
didn't Mark Cuban play the president in Sharknado too?
oh, I think he might have. I
He's
think he might have.
presidential.
All right.
But
I've got I've got a theory for you. This is very much like my almond mom theory.
mm,
Okay. So listen, you and I were both serious about food, and we're both serious about recommendations and gastronomic opinions.
yeah,
So I don't think I would trust like a list. I want your thoughts on this list because there's only specific categories in which I'll trust your food opinion. If you're outside of those categories, I don't trust you. So I would say, first of all, you have to be between 200 and 300 pounds for me to trust your gastronomic opinion. Like if you're anywhere below, it's like you're not eating enough, right? If you're above, then you'll eat whatever garbage they put in front of you. So if you're in that happy spot between 200 and 300 pounds, it's like you're the expert. You know
yeah,
what
but
I'm
like
saying?
not really though. Like what happens with, like super obese people? Okay, like you can be what kind of 200 to 300
Okay,
pound person are we
so
talking about? Are we talking like unhealthy 200 pounder? Are we talking all of them? Are we talking obese?
well,
You know what I'm saying?
here's the other factor as well. Is I would say in addition to that, you have to be at least between 27 to 50. Because if you're younger and you're fat, it's like you're probably eating like Rice Krispie treats and shit. If you're
Okay.
older, you lose your taste buds. So it's like that's yeah. And I've asked so many younger people, and I'm like, oh, where's a good spot to go? And they're like, this spot's great. And I go there, it fucking sucks,
Yeah.
you know? Um, and I think too, as well, if you're broke, then that means that like
Mm.
you're just drinking Cokes. That's how
That's
you're
what I
getting
thought.
fat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But if
Okay.
you like don't drink like Coke, you don't do a lot of unhealthy things, and it's like you're generally like more husky, but you're husky from like eating good food.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
okay. Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
if you're a healthy person, if you're not like snacking in the middle of the night, if the only reason why you are fat is because you're eating the food that you're finding and eating is like so delicious.
Mhm.
That is that's what we need, right?
Okay.
Then I'll trust your opinion.
Okay.
Like
Got it.
like I would trust like Stavros Halkias. I don't know if you know him. I trust him to give me a full 12 font MLA format about what's the best places in Baltimore, you know.
I'm just gonna cut you off right there.
Okay.
Go to the Baltimore market. Mrs. Fadley's crab cakes.
Are they very good?
Incredible. Not a huge crab cake fan. I like crab, but crab cakes, eh, they're usually okay or not very good. Mrs. Fadley's crab cake in Baltimore, it was like, keep in mind, I was little, but I remember thoroughly enjoying it.
Mm,
So yeah, you can
yeah.
trust my review on that, even though I'm not 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that like, people like you and me who are very hip and understand, we're gourmands, but we're not
Mm.
overly indulgent. That's kind of like where like I wrote this theory while I was working.
Hmm.
So I don't know, I was a little hungry while I was working. But
Okay.
another thing too, I feel like again, clear exception, like if you're in that 200 to 300 pound range, however, you're like blue hair SJW warrior, I don't I don't trust your food opinion.
Okay.
I think too, another thing is that if you live in like a large metropolitan area, or like if you're super skinny but you live in New York, I trust your food opinion.
Oh, because they like know where the street food is.
Yeah, or
They're
like
like,
they're eating out all the time. Or it's like if you grew up in New York
ah.
and you're younger and you're kind of like skinnier, but I would trust your opinion that
Yeah.
like Anthony Bourdain, but Anthony Bourdain is a professional chef.
Okay. I'm
I
following.
also I don't know, I don't trust like Gordon Ramsay to pick me out a good restaurant because he's gonna pick
I
me out
agree.
a good restaurant, but it's gonna be like $1,000 or it's gonna be some weird concept that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't understand that's fucking dog shit.
There was a perfect video. So like it was a video of him and his son, Gordon Ramsay and his son.
Uh
And Gordon Ramsay is trashy. So he wants to make scrambled eggs.
yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's cooking them. It takes like 12 minutes to make these eggs. 'Cause they're probably really good. And then his son comes and he's like, "Don't these eggs look great to you?" And the son's like, "Yeah, they're good, but they take 12 minutes to cook. Like I can make an egg in 30 seconds that is like slightly not as good, but will do the same job." Also, the only man to make Gordon Ramsay cry was like when he was an apprentice, was like his chef that he followed. That guy said when he was in India, he said that like all the street food there is way better than like any Michelin star restaurant. I trust his
Wow.
opinion. I trust his opinion, not Gordon Ramsay's.
Yeah, dude. Because it's like the same people who do that are the same people who are like they watch movies and they'll listen to music and they'll try to turn into the super artsy like perspective kind of thing where something that's a super shit movie or something they're like, "Oh, you just don't get it. You don't understand it." Or it's like, "Oh, if you're listening to this music, oh, you don't understand why it's good." And
Exactly.
it's like, "No, dude, but you listen to you listen to Safe and Sound, you listen to Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani, and it's great music. You know, it's the same thing."
I'm I think I'm always taking like street food over nice food any day of the week. Like
Yeah.
a little sandwich from a food truck, 9 out of 10 times is gonna be better than a sit down restaurant.
Yeah, man. They they busted this uh it was like a drug ring farm. Like it was this farm that they were using as a cover for a drug ring. And I was told it was like I was a little scared because they said it was near where that food truck we went to was. And so I
Oh,
thought it was the food truck. I thought the food truck was over, and then the food truck's still there. It was only
God.
like it was only like a mile down the road, so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, the food truck is still safe." Oh,
What do you think running a food truck could be fun?
it could be. Um,
If you like, I'm seriously considering it. I think it'd be,
considering the food truck starring
I think,
Chef. Have you seen the movie Chef?
great movie. I love Cubanos. Another, I can just spit out restaurant recommendations to you. If you're ever in New Orleans, the
Uh,
Cho Chan Butcher. It's right by the conference center. There's a restaurant, and then there's like a side sandwich shop. You go to the side sandwich shop. The line will be out the door. You wait in the line. Some of the best sandwiches I've ever had. They got
wow.
Cubanos. They got Moroccan spiced lamb. They got like duck. It's incredible. Best sandwiches. The Cubano there may be the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Very high praise.
I mean, like, I kind of when I go down there too, I just want to get like a gumbo or like barbecue shrimp as well.
I just made jambalaya yesterday, and it's shockingly simple to make.
Yeah.
It's you get garlic, onions, peppers, and I'm missing the third thing. What's like the Trinity? It's like called the Trinity.
Oh,
Peppers,
it's celery.
yeah, celery, peppers, onion. Okay.
Yeah.
First you put garlic in, then you put the Trinity in. I add a carrot in mine. Add a carrot.
Whoa.
Before that, you got indolby sausage and shrimp. Char those up. Get all the oil juicing, and then you cook the vegetables in that oil. Once all those are like slightly translucent, you throw the sausage and all the vegetables together, mix them up. Then get some Creole spice, lots of Cajun, like whatever your recipe says, triple it. Put a little bit of paprika, garlic powder, and then a couple bay leaves. Mix that all together. Put a can of tomato paste in there, and then fill it up with soup. Have you ever heard of soup?
Soup.
It is
No.
a you can buy it at the store. It's like chicken stock, chicken broth, beef broth, all that stuff. But the brand is Zoop, Zoup. It's extra flavorful. Pour an entire, man, not entire, half a container of Zoop as your broth mix stock. Let that come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, simmer it, throw 2 cups of rice in it, cover it for 30 minutes. You got yourself some jambalaya.
As well add on to that, you get a nice like crispy French piece of French bread. You just kind of dip in there
Yep.
like a half a loaf and just,
Mm. Just go to
dude,
town.
yeah, man. I
I
mean, that's just what you described is just, I think that's one of the pinnacles of human experience.
I just I yeah. Is gumbo? I always get them
G g
confused.
Gumbo, I don't think gumbo has, um, I'm trying to think what the
I feel like
difference is.
I think gumbo is more liquidy. Like the jambalaya is like rice and it's not like a soup when you eat it. The gumbo is more soupy.
See, but we're back to the argument that America has no food. America just stole all their food from everywhere else. But then we have gumbo, right? We have that. We
It,
have the
it,
jambalaya,
it's just a myth.
barbecue shrimp. Dude, is there's a myth.
It's such a lie. Even like the hamburger, like the hamburger c comes from Hamburg, Germany, right? But that's not like the American sandwich we know today. I'm trying to think. I'm looking up here. Like the current what you think of as a hamburger today, it comes from Connecticut. Came out in like the late 1800s. It's not a German thing. I don't know where that came from.
That's
Like also
that's interesting.
putting ground beef on bread. Oh, the Germans made that. It's not that hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyone can put anything on bread. It's what you do with it around it.
Yeah, it's the culture you build around it as well, you know? It's what are the toppings? Like I bet we were the first people to put ketchup and mustard on it and put tomatoes and they were afraid to eat tomatoes in Europe for so long. They were afraid to eat. They thought they were poisonous because they were eating them on lead plates.
Yeah.
So the
They
acid would just get in and the lead would kill them. So,
it's such a scam.
yeah, man.
Like the that Same with like French fries. Yeah, French is in the name. Doesn't come from France like that though.
Mhm.
That's an American thing.
I've got so I had two completely polar opposite gastronomic experiences over the course of the last week. So
Hmm.
my my choir, they were like, "Oh, we're doing this thing afterwards." It was like all the sections go to these different restaurants, right? And
Hmm.
I'm like, I didn't read the email because, because I'm a fucking retard. But I asked, I said, "Hey, what restaurant are we going to?" And they said Glory Days. And I almost quit the choir on the spot. I was so done. I was like, I can't go to Glory Days, man. I can't go.
Oh,
That's so, but ended up going,
huh?
and everybody talked about how it sucked. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks. It
Yeah, but
did.
like,
It was
is it
so what,
is it that bad?
dude? Glory Days is it is so. Imagine like cafeteria. Imagine if our high school cafeteria opened a sports bar,
Dude,
and that would be
our
Glory Days.
high school cafeteria had the best Mexican food, and you
No, yeah,
know
yeah,
it.
yeah. Barring the Mexican food. Or I'm just saying, I'm not even saying R1. I'm saying the average high school cafeteria.
Okay, fair. I
Have you
understand.
been, when is the last time you've been to Glory Days?
Um, Years. I can't actually say.
And then the other, we went to we had to get a reservation to go to this oyster house. And they had $1.50 acetique oysters for happy hour. And so we ended up getting like 18 of them, and
Oh,
only my brother and me ate them. And then we got these like blue cheese chips as well, which were just incredible. And they were like potato chips. Like sometimes you get those homemade potato chips and they're like completely like they have too much salt on them. They're too like not good tasting. Have you had those homemade potato chips? Like these were they were just incredible to eat. Like you could eat
oh.
these by themselves and they'd be incredible. And then had this oyster po' boy. So I ate probably like 20 oysters over the night, right? And
So good.
so it was oyster po' boy. It was a very not too mayonnaise like coleslaw in it. And then I don't know what the fuck they were doing these tomatoes. And then the fries were like so they were just so light, you know. You ever but I ate all that food and I felt great afterwards.
I
Like you
mean,
eat all that food at Glory Days, you'll feel terrible. But I ate all that. I felt like $1 million and these fries, they were incredible. They were like,
let me let me hit you with two more food
uh,
recommendation spots for you.
yeah.
First of all, you need to come over. I need to make you charred oysters. I made them for Joey, and he was in awe. You need to come over, and I'll make you oysters.
All right.
Second, same trip to New Orleans. I was running late for like my talk that I was supposed to give.
Uh,
And there's this little market called like the Verde Market, something Verde Cafe, something like that. And it's like imagine a gas station shop without the gas station.
oh,
So
so
it's just like
yeah.
just in the town. So then I went in the store, was gonna get like some gum or something, like a mint to freshen myself. In the back of the store, there's just a deli with one guy. I walk in the store, he's like, "What do you want, boy? What do you want?" I'm like, "Well, I just want to get gum." He's like, "No, no, no. You need a sandwich. You need a sandwich from the deli." I was like, okay, sure." I'm like, "I want like a cheesesteak." He's like, "You don't want that. You want a po' boy." I'm like, "Okay, sure. Make me a po' boy." He's like, "All right, 5 minutes, 5 minutes." It was like 25 minutes later. I was late for the talk I was supposed to
Oh,
give. He brought me out a po' boy this big. It was one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
So, so good. And then on the topic of fries, the Asheville Sandwich Company, I believe is the name of it. I got myself a banh mi sandwich from this place, but it came with these like really thin salted fries.
Uh,
Some of the best fries I've ever had. So if you're in
wow.
Asheville, check it out.
That's I love the thin fries. Um, yeah, dude, just incredible experiences.
Mm.
Incredible. I
I, yeah,
The invention of the po' boy was I say that was a good idea. Whoever invented that, again, American invention.
if the other day I made fish tacos,
Uh,
and you know in the restaurants how they get like that golden crisp around the fish.
yeah.
I think you can do this the same with shrimp, I would imagine.
Uh,
It's just like flour, a ton of cornstarch, and honey and water mixed together, and it's like a liquid. It's not a batter, it's a liquid.
whoa.
Dip the shrimp in there, it'll like be dripping, and then throw it in the oil and like gets that perfect crisp on it. Damn, I'm hungry.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you're telling me. Oh my gosh.
Sounds so good.
Um, I felt like I did a crackhead activity. I felt like I did a crack addict activity. I got Harris Teeter pizza for lunch. Just come from the dude, but it was like 250 a slice, and they were pretty good sized
Was
slices.
it good?
It was all right, but it was 250 a slice.
That's all
Size.
that matters.
The-
Wegmans has
Wegmans has great pizza.
very good pizza. Have you ever been to Weiss's?
I've never been to
Have
Weiss's.
you heard of Weiss's?
I've heard of Weiss's.
I feel like it's more in Pennsylvania. Like that's one of their chains there. Like
Mm.
incredible pizza. Like if you have a restaurant versus Weiss's, go to Weiss's has the best grocery store pizza I've ever had.
Wow. I'll have to take your I'll have to take your word for it. I'm gonna have to whenever I'm up in the Keystone State, I'll
Is
have
that what
to
is that
it
what
is the
Pennsylvania's called?
Keystone State, yeah. I if I'm up there, um also listen, I love Pittsburgh. Primanti Brothers. Listen, as a Steelers fan and as a person who's been to Pittsburgh so many times, uh, Primanti Brothers is mid.
What is Primanti Brothers?
It's a place in Pittsburgh. So it's basically the whole gist of this. And then, and now I have another topic after this. But um, so it's like a deli, but they put the fries on the sandwich. That's kind of the whole shtick of what they do is they put the fries on the sandwich. And it's just very like imagine, but think about how you go to the chutzpah and you put the fries on the sandwich there. Uh, Incredible, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of thinking that it was going to be like, and then I had it, and then it was just kind of bleh, you
Mm.
know. I'm sorry to the people of Pittsburgh. Listen, Ben Roethlisberger did nothing wrong. Antonio Brown is my number one hero. Um, uh, Terry Bradshaw, but very mid. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Someone had to say it.
Someone has to speak the truth, man.
Well,
Um,
real quick, just to throw on Pennsylvania, state flags are kind of a joke, and Pennsylvania and New York City have like the same flag.
yeah, the blue background with the crest on it. Is it
Yeah,
like that?
it's just all the same.
Virginia, I hope fucking Spanberger doesn't change the woman crushing the snake
Is
on
that
our flag. Yeah,
is
we
that
we have like we have a pretty awesome flag.
We do have
Here,
a good flag.
actually,
I have no
actually,
idea what are the origins of. Do you know of the Virginia flag?
here.
I have no idea.
It's I don't know what the origins of it are. Um, but here, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Duh, 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 duh. Entertain the people.
Let me see. Wait. I just lost my screen. Hold
Oh,
up.
here we go. Here we go. Here we
There
go.
we go. There
Boom.
we go.
You see it? So
Oh yeah.
there's
That's a.
there's a boob,
I never
and
knew that. That's
yeah, I think it's end tyranny or something. Was that seek semper tyrannis, meaning thus always to tyrants. And
oh, is
it's
that like is that like us crushing the British?
yeah, that's us crushing. I mean, you can see the crown there as well, like us just crushing the king, um, and
Wow.
having a boob out
I
and
didn't
just being a
realize.
complete badass while doing it.
Huh.
Um, yeah, man. I mean, we have a great, we have an incredible flag.
We do got a good
It's like
flag.
a top, it's a S tier flag. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, but
I agree.
I hope they don't change it to the rainbow flag or them hugging each other instead.
Is that actually like pitched? Is this like a real thing?
No,
Or-
I don't know, but
oh, okay. I was gonna say they can't change the flag. That's
dude, that would be
that.
so people would be so pissed off. Like, why did Democrats do stuff that just makes like the general public pissed off? Like, I feel like if Spanberger becomes president, she's just going to ban fraternities. She's gonna do some shit like that. Just make people upset for no reason, and then you know, and then
Mm,
just give other voting blocks free money, so then they're just locked in, and then just do completely unpopular things.
business idea. Anything could happen. We should make flags that have a 51st star and 49th star. Just stock them up. So when the moment happens that it changes, we're the first ones to distribute. I
That's not the worst idea.
think it's pretty good.
We have equally betting optimistic or pessimistic, or if like New England combines and becomes one state.
Can't Texas succeed whenever they want? Or secede? Secede.
Secede. Yeah, technically, but not really.
Mm.
Technically they can. Technically, I think California can do the same thing. Also fantastic flag. Um,
There's like a bear, right?
yeah, it's like a bear. Uh, but yeah, dude, um, yeah, man. I mean, they might try to do Puerto Rico. I don't know. I think we should combine some of the states, combine the Dakotas, maybe make Guam a state. I don't know.
Have you seen the Mississippi? Oh wait. Oh, the Mississippi flag was just like the Confederate flag until
Yeah,
2020.
yeah, dude.
It's a little crazy.
They yeah.
Maryland's flag is kind of cool.
Maryland has a pretty sick flag. I hate to say it. Their flag is pretty awesome. Um,
Was Iowa?
Minnesota's flag looks like the Somali flag. Look up the Minnesota flag and the
Oh,
Somali flag similarities.
what
Very
about
similar.
the very similar? What about the Iowa flag? Was Iowa under French rule? Is that why their flag looks French?
I I think they were in the Louisiana Purchase. I think they were one of the states purchased, but
Like honestly, these designs kind of suck though. Like
look
compared
up,
to
dude. Here, I'm gonna share with you. Um, Listen, this is the craziest. So you know the country of Liberia?
oh, I do.
They're
theirs looks like the U.S., right?
yeah, yeah. So their general flag looks like the US, but their state flags, this is what their state flags look like.
What? There's no way that's real.
They drew them in MS Paint.
Wait,
And
are you?
they're yeah, this is like their state flags.
No way.
And
There's no way
then
this is real.
with the Liberia flag in the corner. It, dude, this is a real country that does a real flag design.
This is real,
This is completely
dude.
real.
It's so right. It's in MS
It's
Paint.
MS Paint. It's MS Paint.
What? What is the bottom? The only normal one is the bottom left one, like the cross.
Yeah,
The
man.
the one the one next to that is crazy. What is that? A slide going across the river? What is that?
Yeah, dude, I think it's like a hand or something. I don't know. And then some
Oh,
some some professor is going to be like, "Oh, there's a profound history to each of the Liberian flags. They're not just some dumbass flags that were made in MS Paint. There's specific symbology." It's like, you know,
ah,
but
this
Liberia, they adopted the same. Do you know how Liberia was formed?
I don't.
It was
Educate me.
so it was formed by slaves in America, like freed slaves. They wanted to make their own country in Africa and go back to
Huh?
Africa. And
Okay.
so the government was like, okay, we'll help you out with this. And I forget when it was, but it was like Marcus Garvey headed it.
Okay.
And so then they got all these, you know, these people to go back to Africa and start the country there. And they adopted the same constitution as the United States, only
Hmm.
including it was like before slavery was illegal, so they amended slavery and they said all people are created equal. And then they ended up like people went back in like the 1900s to they sent like an academic, people over there to go and survey the country, and they were continuing slavery.
East.
It's crazy. Yeah. So they like
Wow.
it ended up enslaving the local population to work on like sugarcane plantations, which is like it's completely true. It's like
That's crazy.
you can shadow ban me all you want, but it's actually true, which is crazy.
Oh. The
So
Do you know who the president of Liberia was before the current president?
was it General Butt Naked?
No. And is that a real person?
That is a real person. In the Liberian Civil War, there were many. There were one of the fiercest generals was General Butt Naked, and now he like killed so many people.
Butt
And
naked.
now he's like a pastor, and he apologized for it. There's also, oh, what are the other Liberian generals? Generals.
Butt naked.
Yeah, there's General Butt Naked. Yeah, they were cannibals. The cannibal warlords of Liberia. Um,
God.
yeah. So
The
it's
That's crazy.
it's wild. But what were you gonna say?
So before the current president of Liberia,
Uh,
from 2018 to 2024, it was a guy named George Weah. Do you know who George Weah is?
no.
Okay, George Weah, Liberian native. He went to DeVry University in was it Indiana, Illinois, whatever state.
Uh,
He became a extremely successful soccer player. He played for like very big teams like Milan and Chelsea, all these big teams. And for the soccer fans, though, he won the Ballon d'Or, which is like a big deal. It's like every year they pick the best soccer player to win
uh,
of the calendar year. So he won it that year. Very few people have that award. So he was very good. He served as the soccer player, served as the president of Liberia from 2018 to 2024. In addition, his son, Tim Weah, he was born in New York and is a current soccer player on the U.S. men's national team.
That's dope.
That guy, like the son, he was born in New York and his dad is like a world-renowned footballer and president of Liberia. That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy, man. Maybe we could DM his son for his dad to change the flags.
We might have a better shot of DMing him. His son is
Yeah.
probably more famous.
Dude,
I don't know.
can we get the president of Liberia on the Lardos podcast? That would be pretty awesome. If we
Do
got
you
just
think
like a random African president. Well,
what
he's
the
a famous football player, so it would be hard.
do you
But
remember when the president of like Botswana came to Virginia Tech?
what?
It was like in 2023. I was at my dorm was on the drill field. I woke up to trumpets and I just looked out my window and just this big guy bumbling down the drill field with like bodyguards. I was like, who the hell is that? And I looked up on Google, president of Botswana. Was walking on the drill field. He was giving some climate related talk. Maybe it's Zimbabwe. I forget what country it was, but it's one of those.
There was the leader of Botswana. Um, fuck, I'll just tell it. They like mined the largest like diamond ever out of Botswana, and he had
Oh,
like a crazy reaction to it. Um, to
nice,
getting it. Like
nice.
his wait, president of Botswana.
Do you think like non-world superpowers have access to like alien intelligence? Like how much do you actually know as the president of Botswana?
That's a good question. Probably not the aliens. Oh my gosh, was it, let me ask you, was it this guy? This is his reaction to like one of the largest diamonds ever mined.
Oh, I have seen this. I
Dude,
bet I don't remember who
y-
came to Virginia Tech, but let me look it up.
there's a politician from the African country of Namibia. Um, and so Namibia at that time, or in its history, in the scramble for Africa, it was
Oh
one
my God,
of
wait,
like
sorry. It was that guy.
it was that guy.
And this is crazy that it was that guy. Came to Virginia Tech. Dude, hold up. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
This you'll appreciate this. You see?
Yo,
In a hokey hat.
that's pretty awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Stop sharing. Kind of crazy.
That's so awesome, man. I shout out Botswana. Actually, a pretty decent country. Like they're one of the best countries in Africa right now.
Really?
Yeah. Um,
What about Liberia?
no, no, they're not doing well.
Wow.
Um, but in Namibia, there's this politician, and because they were a German colony, so people have like German names, right? And his name is Adolf Hitler. And
There's
he's a
no way.
politician in Namibia, dude. Dude, the screen here, I'm sharing it. This is just his name, guys. This is just his name. I didn't name him,
Oh, maybe I did see this actually.
but yeah, that is his name.
Who
Very crazy name.
who would name their kid that?
Dude, I mean,
I guess if your last
Gary,
name's Hit,
you
if you're
can't say it's a weak name. You could say you know, it's not a weak name.
yeah, but like if you I guess if your last name's Hitler, I guess you
You
kind
might
of
as well
have
go
to.
for it. Well,
Yeah, you
no,
might.
I think his last name is Yeah, okay, his last name is Uuna Nona. U U Uanona. So his mom gave him the first name and the middle name. So I think his
Yeah.
first name is Adolf and his middle name is Hitler.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, man.
Was he
Very,
named? Was he named after him?
I assume so.
That's crazy.
Um, but he might become like they're saying he might become president of Namibia someday. So he's like going up the ranks in politics. So that would be that would be wild.
That is crazy.
Um, so
Oh, it
also
was.
another thing on the topic of names, I don't know if we've talked about this, but you all
Uh-huh.
seen all these white moms giving their kids like these crazy names now. It'll be like Brycelyn, Jacelyn, Dayton.
Okay. Yeah.
Why? What happened to normal names? It's all these white moms who watch HGTV all day. They're like these TikTok Mormon moms, and they gave these kids these wacky names that they're gonna have to live for the rest of their lives. It's like, could you imagine like the kids are like, "Oh, can we go see Grandma Bracelin?" Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I don't know why. Can't we just stick to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and
Yeah,
like have a
man.
throw in a Susie in there once in a while?
Classic. Just get do some like classic names, man.
Like at
Like
what
why
point does it become ridiculous?
I think right now it's becoming ridiculous.
No, I
Like
know, but like what
listen, we have to stick like other people can do it fine. Like I think, you know, African Americans have earned the right to name their kids whatever they want. So, but we can't. It doesn't work. It's not the same for us. Like it's
yeah.
ridiculous. You have to stick within Brycelyn. We hear some crazy boy names.
Okay,
Wait,
can I have a series of names for John, and I want there's 20 levels to it, and I want you to tell me at what point it gets ridiculous.
okay.
Okay. So just say okay or not okay. We're gonna start with one. John.
I mean, pretty normal.
Okay. John spelled Jon.
I mean, it's a little like I know people who are like that. Like I wouldn't personally
Okay.
name my kid that, but
Okay, number three. John Jonn.
Jonn. If you're like German, it could work.
Okay, now we're getting questionable. Jonin. Jonin.
Jonin. If you do Conan the
Okay.
Barbarian.
So we're still good. Number
Mhm.
five. Jonas. Joneth.
It's not Jonas,
No, Joneth. TH at the end.
Jonath. I don't see what the point is of confusing your kids and
Oh
making
yeah.
everyone think that they have a speech impediment.
So we got to level five. Level like eight is Jonathor. Um, 14 is Johnny Thixarion. Yeah, I think it's pretty ridiculous after
Yeah,
that.
dude. Um, I know a guy named Bronson. It's a very powerful name. It's like Charles Bronson. Bronson. That's a that's a powerful name right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear about the guy, the French guy who got marooned in Australia?
No, what does that mean?
So, okay. So, this guy, this French guy, he's like a kid, he becomes a cabin boy on a ship, right? And because he wants to go see the world. He's this little French kid. Um, I didn't know French people wanted to see the world like that, I guess, but they do. So he went, they went down to they went to like I think they stopped in like India or something to drop something off, and then they went to pick up
Yeah.
300 Chinese laborers to bring them to
Okay.
Australia, not as like slaves or anything, but just to like come down and work in
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
And so, they pick them up and then they're sailing off of Papua New Guinea, except they think they're kind of running, burning through supplies faster than they thought they would.
Okay.
So they go through and they take this more direct route that gets caught up in all these shoals, and they crash their ship and they get marooned on this a very small island, like a kilometer big, like a square kilometer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so they like the French guys, they make a plan. They're gonna like, well, other people like they went to the main island and they got eaten by cannibals. And so the French people, the rest of the French people were like, all right, we're gonna go to mainland Australia and try to get help. And so they snuck away in the night. The boy heard them waking up and like moving, so he tagged along with them, but they couldn't shoo him away because he would wake everyone else up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so they went to Australia. They they sailed in like a little dinghy 1,000 miles to Australia. It took like 20 days. And the kid was like
Jeez.
dying because he didn't have any water. And they left him for dead on the land. Um, because they thought he was going to die. And then this Aboriginal tribe took him in. And he lived with this Aboriginal tribe for 17 years. And they
Wow.
took him in as one of their own.
Mhm.
And he was living, he had kids and everything. And then these English people found him and they made a trade for him. And they didn't
Did he want
understand.
to go?
No, he did. He wanted to stay, but they didn't understand like what there was like a communication error. So they were like trying to trade him for like the supplies. So they give the Aboriginals the supplies, and then he goes back with the English, and then he like goes back to France later.
What a sad.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
not like
And
you're
he
living
thought
life.
he thought the fucking family gave him up for supplies, which
Oh.
they didn't. They did not give him up for supplies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
The
that's great.
French.
That's an interesting story. But, and then they tried to go save the Chinese people, but the Chinese people got eaten by like 300 of them got eaten by cannibals. So
There's like one active known cannibal tribe right now, right?
yeah, um, I think it is in Papua New Guinea. Like
Mm.
I
I don't think it's on the normal though. Like, it's like
no, no,
a
no.
special occasion.
Yeah.
Did you see on the news that like Ellen DeGeneres is a cannibal?
What in like the Epstein files?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would have guessed, like, you know, that's not surprising.
It's kind of
It-
crazy.
I yeah, I would have only assumed. Um, I I haven't really read into. I've been trying to
I
understand other parts. There's like they released like 3 million files,
yeah.
so
Yeah, yeah.
I need
I
a yeah.
I just saw that as a headline. I don't actually know anything.
What do you think she tried to like that's where she gets her evil energy from?
I mean, it's kind of a crazy. I don't know. I don't want to speak falsely about Ellen DeGeneres, but
Well, I mean she's ruined anyway. It's over for Ellen. No, but I mean like I
I think listen. I see things saying she's not a cannibal.
Well, that's fake news. She's not a, she's definitely a cannibal. I
Crazy.
never ate that. They offered me the babies, but I didn't eat the babies. They
You can
offered
like
me them.
they're eating the dogs, they're eating the
They didn't
cats.
have any ketchup. It was not McDonald's. I ate McDonald's earlier, so but
That
um
you can go in and search your name in the Epstein files. Like there's websites for it.
whoa.
I can confirm I'm not in the Epstein files.
I was worried there for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
I'm I'm surprised surprised Jared Fogle was not in the Epstein files.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, like he's biggest, he's number one. And he was active during that time. He was hot shit, but they took no interest in him, I guess.
I I might be dumb.
You don't know who Jared Fogle is?
I thought you were talking about the guy from Superbad.
No, Jonah Hill?
No, not Jonah Hill. Like, there's a guy named
Oh,
Fogel in the movie.
Fogel. Yeah,
Like,
McLovin.
the
McLovin.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, dude. No, well, yeah, he is. His name is Fogel. Terrible coincidence. Um,
Who is Jared Fogel?
you don't know who Jared Fogle is?
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness. Have you been living under a rock, Zach?
I might
You've
have
never
been.
seen a Subway commercial before? He was the Subway guy. I can't believe you don't know this.
I don't know this.
That's great. So he's like the most famous pedophile ever. And
Oh,
he was
okay.
yeah, and he was
Nice.
on he was but he was in like all the Subway ads from like
Okay.
because what happened was in college he was like 500 pounds, right? He's a big fella. And he supposedly he started going to Subway 2 times a day. And by doing that, he lost like 270 pounds or so, or like 300 pounds, almost 300
Okay.
pounds from eating Subway twice a day and walking. I think it was a lot of the walking that
Yeah.
did that. Um,
That that would do.
because the bread is mainly cake, as we all know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Subway found him, and they're like, oh my gosh, this guy, he lost all his weight off Subway. We're gonna make him our spokesperson. And so he did hundreds of ads for Subway. He did all these different. Um, he was the main guy for Subway. Like everybody knew Jared Fogle because he was everywhere. And someone suspected like it was like this radio broadcaster in Florida had him on one day, and then he made like an offhanded comment about one of her kids, and then she's like, I think this guy is a pedophile. And so she started doing all this kind of independent research on him. She started honeypotting him. Which
Mhm.
do you know what that means? What
Mhm.
honeypotting is? So honeypotting is that if a woman uses her womanness to try and seduce, like get information out of someone, or basically kind of use a man for like information or to get them for a crime. And so she started getting really close to him, just trying to get and see, catch him in the act. And slowly, she started hearing more things from him and he got more comfortable. And then she got the FBI involved, but the FBI was kind of being a little bit like they were in it and then they were out. And then they're like, well, he technically hasn't done anything illegal yet. And so then she used her own kids as bait to like lure
Ooh.
him down. And so him crossing a significant distance, or at least I don't know if it was her kids, but it might have been like a fake kid's birthday party or whatever, and he drove like however far of a distance, and it showed intent. And so then that's how they got him, and then they searched his stuff, and then they found all this not good stuff, and then he went to prison in like 2015. So he was still working up until then. But later it came, yeah,
Really.
yeah, dude. It's man, we've touched a lot of topics in this podcast. We've talked about pedophilia and Adolf Hitler. It's not good. It's not good.
And
It's not
gumbo
good.
and the gumbo is good.
The
His
gumbo is great.
wait,
Um,
when what's the
but
guy
I can't.
who
What is
does the so who's the guy that does like the Chris Hansen?
yeah.
When they catch a predator, like are they charged? Like how? I guess my question is how can they be arrested for something they didn't technically do?
Well, because they showed intent is the whole thing. And
So oh okay,
yeah,
but they do they get full charge like how long are they going to jail for?
that's a good question. I think mainly I don't know exactly how long they are going to jail, but it's like I think the main thing is that they have to register as a sexual predator. I think that's kind of the
Mm.
main thing of it. Uh but yeah, man. That apparently too, did you see that one Chris Hansen episode where he like caught this kind of older dude and he realized he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is the guy I ran with. I would ride the commuter
Yeah,
train with
yeah.
him
I saw
every
that one.
day into New York City."
Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
that's great. That is crazy. Jeez. He did 15 years.
That
Jared
guy
Fogle.
did. Jared
Jared
Fogle.
Fogle.
Wow.
Or 15 years and 8 months. But they got him on the distribution of child blank blank
Yeah.
blank.
Okay, so I might be wrong.
No,
I
no,
think they
well,
made
I'm sure your story was right, but then with all the information coming out, they probably got him on that.
yeah.
Because like it's like OJ Simpson, like murdered his wife, but like went to jail for tax evasion, right? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Close enough to that.
Dude,
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy. There was this other guy too who he was the singer of this band in oh, I remember. Okay, this band, it was a British band. It was called the Lost Prophets. And they were at that time period of like the Linkin Park kind of, do you
Hmm.
know Linkin Park, right?
That's
Like
offensive. Yes, I know. Yes,
well,
I
you don't know
know.
who Jared Fogle is, so I can only assume
No.
you don't know who
Uh,
Linkin Park is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
I've become. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? I cannot
Wait.
hear you.
There. What about
Now
now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I know who Linkin Park is. Sorry.
so they were around that time, like, you know, at that time period, they were a pretty big band, and the singer got caught in that kind of field. Um, and he was recently murdered in prison. Uh, which is so crazy. But the crazy thing is that in every like interaction, like he had no remorse for it, which is crazy.
Hmm,
And so yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah, it's not this is a dark turn on the Lardos podcast, man.
Big dark turn.
Big dark turn. Um yeah, dude, it's so I mean I looked on the registry, like there's no one on my neighborhood. There's like a dude who's like a mile away on the registry, but that's a different thing, you know.
Yes. Can
But
you be charged with that if you're like a college student and you're drunk and you're peeing in a bush
no,
and like, but like, what if like a crazy scenario happens? Like, what if you're like drunk and like a family's walking by and you're like peeing in a bush and the police officer thinks like you're exposing yourself?
I mean, I think it's just public urination.
Oh, is
I
that
don't
the
know
crime?
though. Well, that's the charge for being in public is public urination. You're not. I think
Oh,
maybe if you do it in like a school area, then it's like not good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
um, but what do you think about the overall Epstein situation? What do you kind of think of that overall?
Like, it's crazy that it happened, and it's crazy that all these famous people are getting caught, and it's crazy that all the files are released, right?
I think they
Like,
they still have like another half of them that they're
oh,
waiting to release. Yeah.
like I feel like there's been so much complaining about like them not releasing the files, but like literally he's releasing them, right? I've been confused on that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that what they wanted to do was like, you know, eh, this is the narrative of the government, but they
Oh.
wanted to protect people who are on the files who are not necessarily, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in that situation, they're not necessarily pedophiles.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, man, like it's crazy. Like some of the names on it, like the dude who founded Virgin Airlines, Richard Branson was caught on the Epstein Island. He like brought his family there.
Yeah, but
Which is like another thing. It's like you're bringing your family to the Epstein Island.
yeah, but like I what did they say he did anything wrong?
No, it just said that he was at the
Yeah,
island.
I mean I'm sure a lot of people are on it that didn't do anything. Like it's probably like you're like a young hot shot and you're
Mm,
like you got invited to your crazy first party for the first time. And it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go.
yeah.
I mean, like, I sounds like half these people are dirtbags also.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
Prince Andrew, is that who?
Yeah, Prince Andrew. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
It is so crazy. Um, I mean, yeah, it's not a good him getting completely was he like next in line for the succession?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care about British royalty.
no, dude, but I mean at least like people are getting there. Like, I mean, justice should be served,
Oh
you
yeah, it's
know.
coming out. It's
Yeah.
coming out.
You just
That's
can't. Yeah.
I, yeah. I want to see who gets convicted. Like what names are out? Let's see. Big names on Epstein.
Yeah, there's Richard Branson, there's
Like I saw Bill
like the
Gates
Joe
like
Rogan, there was a couple of Joe Rogan guests who were
oh
on
yeah.
the Epstein Island.
Joe Rogan had a thing that he was invited to Epstein's Island and didn't go.
Yeah.
He like knew something was up before any of this even like happened.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh, I can't. Who is on Epstein list? Let's see. Oh, there's like, is there like photos in the files?
I think sometimes there are.
It's just gross. Bill Clinton, George Clooney, Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley. That's kind of surprising.
But she's not doing I mean, she's probably not doing anything.
Yeah,
We have to ask the question as well. Was this harem that Jeffrey Epstein had, was it based on the island or was it base somewhere else and they just fly the people in.
I
That's
also
the other
see.
question as well, because he could have just like received other people there too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I also see John Paul II
John Paul
was on.
II was on
Yeah,
the Epstein Island
he was
testifying.
on the list.
Um,
So I think all that means is like,
you were mentioned.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you can't really go off this completely.
So if you're any kind of hot shit, then you know,
And you're
in
on.
the files.
Donald Trump was on it, right?
I mean, of course. Like,
Uh, Benjamin Netanyahu.
but I think if we need to apply if we're applying this standard, like we need to apply the same standard to everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Jared Fogle. No,
What
I'm
is he?
joking.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
I'm
no.
just I'm shocked, man. He's like the number one dude, and he's not anywhere on the list. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow. Nancy Pelosi. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. Huh.
All
This
right,
is crazy. This is crazy.
you got any I don't know, any closing thoughts?
Um, no.
No.
I think I have said what I needed to say.
I'm thinking eventually we do like a little GeoGuessr thing. We stream, not stream, but like play GeoGuessr over Zoom.
That's
That might be
such a
kind
good
of
idea.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do
Like,
that.
all right, here. I'll end. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not gonna end it, but um,
Okay.
thank you all for watching. It's a pleasure. Thank you for coming on the Lardos podcast.
Hell yeah.